The Canadian military's Independent Sexual Misconduct Support and Resource Centre is creating a new fund to help victims pay for legal services. It's one of the changes announced today by Defence Minister Anita Anand, who says building a strong military is her first priority.
What that means is modernizing our thinking to ensure that discrimination, sexual harassment, and inequality have absolutely no place in the Canadian Armed Forces.
Our Ottawa Bureau Chief Mercedes Stephenson joins us now. Mercedes, Anand announced a handful of changes today. How significant are they?
Neither, there's no question that these changes will benefit the men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces and their families, but they are in many ways the lowest hanging fruit for the government to solve. There remains really significant obstacles to change and a lack of information and updates on how the Canadian Armed Forces are progressing on some of those big picture items. For example, the transfer of criminal sexual cases from the military police system to the civilian police system and the civilian justice system. We have not received an update on how many cases have been successfully transferred. And there was a lot of friction with civilian police forces and civilian Crown prosecutors saying, look, we don't know the military system. We are already at capacity. How are we possibly going to take these cases on? But they have to, because former Supreme Court Justice Louise Arbour has said the military should not be handling those cases. Today, Anita Anand said the OPP has been working with the military police, that's the Ontario Provincial Police, to figure out a framework for transfers. They've also been working with the RCMP and other civilian police forces, but there is still no information on how exactly that is progressing. And the other big one we haven't heard about, Neithu, is the external monitor. That was necessary, former Supreme Court Justice Louise Arbour said, to update Canadians in the military on sexual misconduct changes, because DND does not tend to be very responsive. She was appointed back in October of 2022, but in May of 2023, we still don't have a single update.
Important perspective there. All right, Mercedes Stephenson in Ottawa tonight. Thanks, Mercedes.